Some of you didn't just get addicted to the substance. You got addicted to the identity that came with surviving it. Now, everything about you is built around what you used to be. You used to be a former addict. You used to be a former fuck up, a former train wreck, a former chaos addict. And yeah, maybe that was part of your life at one point. Maybe it wrecked years of it. Maybe getting clean was the hardest fucking thing you ever had to do. But let me say something people don't say enough. Recovery is not supposed to become your entire personality, because some of you stopped using, but you never actually became anyone new. You just built your whole identity around not being that old version of you anymore. And that's still a fucking trap. I've seen this in all kinds of people. People who lived in addiction, people who lived in chaos, people who are always self-destructing, always blowing up their own life, always giving themselves a reason to say, well, that's just who the fuck I am. Then they get out of it, but they still keep dragging that old label behind them like it deserves permanent space in their life. Like their worst decision becomes a lifetime contract. It doesn't. You are not your worst decision. You are not your worst year. You are not your relapse. You are not even your arrest or your breakdown. And you're not even the comeback story after it. Because think about it. If you were an asshole 20 years ago, you don't walk around introducing yourself as a former asshole. If you don't steal, you don't make, hey, I'm not a thief, your identity. If you're not out here ruining your life anymore, why is I don't do drugs now the main thing you know about yourself? That's not identity, that's history. And too many people confuse the two. Your identity should not be built on what you no longer do. It should be built on who you are now, how you treat people, how you carry yourself, how you respond when life gets hard. Whether you keep your word, whether people feel safer, stronger, better, and more honest after being around you. That's identity. Not the thing you survived, not the thing you escaped, not the label people handed you during your lowest fucking moment. Some of you are so busy proving you're not the old you that you never actually build the new you. And that's why you still feel stuck. Because if your whole life is centered around, I'm not this anymore, you're still orbiting that same pain. You're still letting your worst chapter write your current name tag. That's why some people stay addicted to being addicted. Not always to the substance, but to the struggle, the story, the label, the victimhood, the recovery badge, the identity that says, look what I used to be. At some point, healing means shutting the fuck up about who you used to be and finally becoming someone deeper than the damage. Ask yourself this brutally honest question. If I remove the labels from my worst moments, who am I actually becoming? Not what did I survive, not what did I quit, not what did I stop doing. Who am I now? Because until you build an identity bigger than your damage, you're still being controlled by it. Your past may explain you, but it does not get to define you forever. And some of you need to stop worshiping the fact that you escaped hell and start building a life that makes hell irrelevant. Because healing isn't just getting clean. Healing is becoming someone whose whole identity no longer needs the old story to feel real. Be honest. Are you still building your life or just talking about who you used to be? Comment building or stuck below. As always, I take the hits in public so you don't have to. Avoid my mistakes, steal my successes, subscribe, and come almost make it with me.